Dear students, welcome to Zoology class. I am Ruby, your Zoology teacher. Today we are starting our first chapter, The Living World. We can move to our first chapter, The Living World. Can you say what do you mean by life? We can explain what do you mean by life. Life can be defined as unique complex organization of molecules expressing itself through chemical reactions which leads to growth, development, responsiveness, adaptation and reproduction. That is called life. Can you say what do you mean by living organism? A living organism is self-replicating, evolving and self-regulating interactive system capable of responding to external stimuli, that is called living organism. Let's move to the characteristics of living things. In last year you already studied about the characteristics of living things. You know that what are the characteristics. That means you will learn about in a short form, that is Mr. Gruff or Mr. Grunts. The M that is representing for movement, R representing that is for respiration, then G for growth, again that R for reproduction, E for excretion, F for feed and S for sensitivity that last year you studied. Let's move to the characteristics of living being. The first one that is called nutrition. You can say about what you mean by nutrition. All living organisms need food which is assimilated and used as a source of energy and material for living process, that is called nutrition. Then we know that living things need correct nutrition to keep them healthy and alive. Then what do you mean by metabolism? The sum total of all the chemical reactions occurring in our body, that is called metabolism. Non-living object exhibit metabolism. No non-living object exhibit metabolism. All living organisms are made of chemicals that is known as biomolecules. The next property that is called respiration. The energy is released during the breakdown of certain energy-rich compound by the process of respiration, that is called respiration. And the next property or next characteristics, that is irritability. Living organisms have the ability to respond to change in both internal and external environment and thus ensure that they maximize their chance of survival, that is called irritability. Then movement. Life is characterized by activity that is known as movement. Next, move to the growth. Increase in mass and increase in number of individuals are twin characteristics of growth. They are the two parts or two sides of growth. In plants, this growth by cell division occurs continuously through their lifespan. In animals, this growth is seen only up to a certain age. However, cell division occurs in certain tissues to replace lost cell. Then unicellular organisms also grow by cell division, that means increase in number. Then increase in body mass, that is considered as growth. So one more time, increase in body mass, that is considered as growth. Then move to the next property, that is adaptation. Living organisms possess the tendency to undergo change in their structure, functions or behavior that improve their capacity to survive in a particular environment, that is known as adaptation, and the last characteristics, that is known as reproduction. We already know that the ability of organisms to produce new individual like themselves is known as reproduction. Let's conclude our lesson. Living world. What are the characteristics of living things? Okay, we learn about the characteristic. The first one, that is called nutrition. Second one, that is metabolism. Third one, respiration. Fourth one, irritability. Fifth one, movements. And sixth one, growth. Seventh one, adaptation. And the last one, reproduction. These are the characteristics of living things.